Hello everybody! Welcome! My name is Melissa Simpson. For those of you that don't know me or maybe don't know me at all, it's a beautiful day out here. I'm sitting right in front of my window, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. I have no ring light or anything. I just wanted you guys to totally see natural light so that you can see exactly how this makeup looks when it goes on, because it's amazing in any sort of light. So I'm going to be focusing on a neutral palette today, and everything that I'm going to be using fits here. This is called the Hackstack Compact, and this is my little quad, I should say, of my eye colors that I'm going to be using. So stay tuned if you are interested in hearing that. I'm also going to throw in a few little tips and tricks. So along the way, let me know, or want to be color matched, I can do that for you as well. So, all right, ladies, here we go. I'm going to be focusing on two brushes today. So this Detailed Hack and this Best Blend Forever brush to apply pretty much everything. I'll pull out a few other brushes as I do some eye stuff, but for the most part, these brushes. So I'm going to start off with this brush here, more square end, and I'm going to start off doing my contour color. So I'm going to use this color right here called Ash, and I'm just going to dip this one corner into the ash contour, and you don't need at the end. A little bit of this makeup goes a long ways. It is cream based, so it glides on the skin like butter. It is awesome, and it's really hard to mess this makeup up because you just can blend it out if you add too much area. So what I'm doing here is lifting my cheeks and basically giving my cheeks like a push-up bra. So if you look, I've added this color kind of right along my cheekbone. I started right at the corner. With the cream-based makeup, it's hard to mess this up because if you put too much on, you just blend out. Or if you put it in the wrong area, you can just blend it out as well. So just want to show you guys that there. So let's do the other side now. That way we match. So just right. And if you need help, you can always suck your cheeks in. So the bottom of my cheekbone would be like here, and I'm going just a little bit above my cheekbone. And I stop at the corner of the eye here. So like right here. Okay, so now I have lifted cheeks. This is also slimming out the face, you guys, just so you know. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to chisel out by taking this color just right underneath my jawline. And I just blend the excess color just down along, like underneath. Okay, so now that I have that chiseled out, I'm going to go up along my forehead, and I'm going to continue with this brush, and I just dip my brush just like, so it's flat, just like this. And then what I'm going to do is right up to the hairline and put this color up on the top of my forehead to add some shadow. Just be careful if you have blonde hair, because the color can get in your hair and show. So just a heads up there. Anyway, forehead is the farther down you can actually bring this color and make your forehead appear smaller. And then by bringing it over to the temple region here, you're making it appear more narrow. Okay, so leave it like that. And then I'm going to contouring on my nose, and I'll probably go back and do a little bit more of that after I do some highlighting. But I'm just going to dip one corner of this into the contour color and just come in right here and add. And then I just flip this brush over to the smaller end to do a little more detail. So I just take that color all the way up to the brow line here. Okay, so you guys can see how this side is shadowed. So I'll do the same thing with this side. Just do, like I said, just do the one side with this. It's easier. And if you get too much, you can just blend it out. Okay, and then I'll take this smaller end and just even that out. Okay. And then you guys, depending on the shape of your nose, if it's wider on the bottom, if your nostrils are, you can actually go in and add that all along your nostrils, or if it's pointier, you can do like this little V shape along the tip of the nose, and you can make the nose appear shorter. So it's a fun trick. Okay, so that's contouring of the nose. Okay, so now I'm gonna get started with my highlighting. So my foundation and my concealing. So the foundation color that I'm gonna use, or we call it your base highlight, is this color right here. It's Candlelit. So I've been going back and forth between Candlelit and Amber, just depending on the look that I'm going for. So I'm gonna go just a little lighter today and use Candlelit. And I'm just gonna dip this brush just flat into this color all along my jawline here. So you'll see where that contour line is. I'm just gonna go in right underneath that contour line. All that stuff, you guys, is paint by numbers. So you don't have a bunch of layers of makeup all over you. To me, the most attractive part because it looks super natural. And natural is in, right, you guys? No makeup look. So that natural look is in. Okay, so what I did, I just did right along my jawline here and around my mouth. And then the next thing that I'm going to do is just going to come up right here along my forehead and just do my paint by numbers. A little bit along the temple, but I'm filling in just all these areas that I haven't done anything yet, okay? So I'm leaving this area right here, my nose. I'm not going to put any highlight on there just yet because the lighter color that I'm going to use down my nose and around my eyes. So I'm going to go there next. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just flip to this brush, this Best Blend Forever brush. It's got this nice fluffy end and then this smaller, more detailed end as well. And what I'm going to do is go in and just add a little bit of that candlelit color that I was, and just do a little color correction before I brighten. So I'm just applying a teeny bit of that base highlight just underneath areas here, okay? So I'm just using an ever so little amount of color here, okay? So just like that. Okay, and now I'm gonna go in and start my brightening. So I'm gonna use this really bright color here called Linen, and I'm gonna continue with this brush, but I'm gonna move to this end, this fluffier end. So you guys, this puts the lightest layer of makeup on because as you can see, it's not as dense. The other brushes are super fluffy and soft, which is also really nice for the under eye area because that skin is so delicate. So I'm just gonna lightly dip this brush into the linen and then go in and add this in a pie shape underneath my eyes. Along the side of my nose here like this. And then bring that color out into like a triangle or upside down pie shape underneath my eyes. And this really, do you see how nice and bright? And then I'm also gonna do that on my lid just because I have darker lids as well. Before I do any of my eyeshadow. So that makes a huge difference if you look this side of my face versus this side. This side looks more lifted and youthful just with that glow in the center of the face. That's what you want to do, is just create like almost like a big triangle here of light, glowing, youthful. Okay, so now let's do the other eye. That way I don't look lopsided here. So just come back in, light layer, just that pie shape right underneath the eye here. So I moved my desk in my office here, you guys, to show you this more in natural lighting. So that you guys get a real interpretation of what this makeup does and exactly what it looks like. Because it truly is amazing makeup. It looks natural and it's not layered on everywhere. So, okay, and then I'm just gonna add a little bit of this straight down the center of my nose. Just like that. Okay, and because I went a little bit lighter today, I just kind of wanted to show you guys a little something different that some people can fluctuate between two different colors, or sometimes they're kind of right in the middle of those colors. But because I went a little lighter today, what I want to do is go back in and show you how amazing our bronzer is. It's called Bella, it's right here. So this one was just in my other compact, but I decided to use it and show it because it's amazing. It's the best bronzer I've ever used. It's not a powder, which is awesome because I like it doesn't have any shimmer in it, so if you guys don't want shimmer all over your face, you don't have to have that. It's actually more natural when you don't have the shimmer on. I think summer is a great time to add shimmer all over, but for winter, I like something a little more natural, and it really is, we're just sun-kissed. It's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how awesome. Okay, and I'm going to stick with this nice fluffy brush here, and what I'm going to do is just dip this in, kind of brush back and forth in this color here, and then I'm going to add this like along my cheeks. I mean, you guys can add this all over your face if you want. I'm going to add it like the highest places on my face, so definitely the cheeks here. I'll do my forehead. See, it's just a nice light layer, just sun-kissed, just enough here. And I just like to go in and I'll just kind of add it all along my forehead here, along the top. So some people ask, well, should I just get the bronzer and not the contour? So the difference between the bronzer and the contour, you guys, is that it just starts to blend in. Isn't that so pretty? Anyways, contour provides coverage. Bronzer does not. Bronzer is just for that sun-kissed glow, so it's not going to help you out at all with coverage. Okay, so I'll just do a little on my nose here, but that is the difference. So contour provides coverage, bronzer does not. Okay, so I'm done with that there. Nice sun-kissed look. So now I'm going to do my nude, this color right here, for my cheeks. And I'll stick with this fluffy brush here and just add a pinch of color. I always like to smile just to make sure I get it on the apples of my cheeks. And I just kind of go in circles to blend everything. Okay, I'll do the same thing here. I really like this nude color. It's super pretty. It is more of a matte color. A little of this, it goes a long ways. Just gonna make sure this is even here. Okay. And I'll add just a little to my lips here. Okay, so now that I have all of that on, I'm gonna go in and just use this Vanilla Dust setting powder right here. And my Perfector sponge, just to put this around my T-zone area. These Perfector sponges are awesome. I like them for putting on powder, and then I also like them for actually blending and dabbing off excess makeup, so you can actually get them wet, wring them out, and just have them damp, and then go back in and tap like all over your makeup just to grab any excess makeup, or you can also, they're pretty cool. But anyways, so I'm just gonna get a little bit of this on the Perfector sponge, just like that, and then I'm just gonna tap around my eyes ever so lightly and just set this makeup. Because this cream-based makeup, you do want to set with something, whether it's a setting powder or some sort of a spray. We do have a setting spray as well. Whatever works for you guys. Perfect. I like both. I definitely like the powders around my T-zone areas. But sometimes in the summer I like this setting spray. I really love that dewy glow in the summer. So, okay, so I'm gonna go back to this brush here and then just use it to dip into that powder and then just lightly press on everywhere else. You could also use the eyes in your T-zone area as well. There's no right or wrong with this makeup. It's whatever works for you. Okay, so look at that, you guys. This is natural lighting here, not a ring light. It's not blown out. I'm sitting right in front of a window. Super natural glow. I love it. It's the best makeup ever, you guys. Okay, so now I'm going to use Georgia, just a little bit of this illuminator to add a little glow to my cheeks here. Isn't that pretty? Can you guys see that shimmer? And on my lips. I like it right in the center of my lips. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now let's talk these eyeshadows, okay? So I'm gonna stick with this other end here of this brush that I've been using, the Best Blend Forever, and I'm gonna apply this color called Cupcake, just all over my lid and brow space. Just to add this creamy base. It's a pretty color, I like it. And it's great for all mature skin, young skin, basically. Okay, so then I'm gonna go to this color right here called Valencia. And I'm gonna put it all over my lid space and then up along the crease of my eye here as well. Just this like golden, perfect neutral color. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and I'll do the other eye here. Okay, so I have that pretty like golden neutral over kind of just up along my brow space a little and on my lid space. So I'm going to do this pretty mama color here, this pink, another great neutral color. I'm with the same brush here, just this end, but I'm going to put this all over just my lid space only here. So I'm not going to bring it up to the crease at all, just right in here. Isn't that pretty? Soft pink. So I'm just going to brighten this back up here along the lid. And then I'll go in and add some dimension with a little bit darker color. Isn't that gorgeous? And like I said, these colors are perfect. Any skin tone, type, you name it. Okay, so that is Mom. Okay, so now I'm gonna use this color here called Bird. It's a like medium toned brown. And I'm gonna use this eyeshadow everything brush because I wanna use this small end here just to get a little of this darker color on the outside corner of my eye just to add a little extra dimension. So it's nothing drastic, just a little bit here, a little bit up along the crease and just in the outer corner here. So I'll just lightly start to fill that in to like a V shape, just on the outside corner here. This over and just lightly blend just a little bit here. Isn't that pretty? So you've got a little extra dimension there, and keep in mind that you can go as dark as you want by just adding a little bit more color. These are pigmented, so it's easy to do. And then I just bring that color right underneath on my lower lash line too, just to kind of add a smoky look. And I wanted to demo this here just in case you get a little bit of fall. So like I'm going back to this fluffy brush. All I gotta do is just sweep it away. Just like that, so piece of cake. Okay, so I pretty much have both. I'm just gonna add a little more here. Just make sure both of these eyes look. Okay, there we go. So another fun thing that I'll show you before I'm done here is this Georgia Illuminator, and just add the tiniest amount of this right underneath my brow here, just for a little illumination. You guys see that? Isn't that pretty? And then I'll do the same thing here. And then for brows, you guys usually, what I do is just take my contour color, which was Ash. So I'm just gonna grab my hotline brush. You can either use like the small end, or I'm just gonna use a spoolie today and just dip it into this contour color and then just brush it on. Hey, sweetie, what you doing? I've been such a good girl while I've been doing this. Okay, so just like that. So my brows are done. I have my super neutral, awesome look done here. The only other thing I would do is put on my mascara, but I won't bore you with that. So if you guys have any questions, if you want to color match, I'd love to color match you. I'm going to get on my mascara, take an after picture so that you guys can see everything completely done. All right, you guys have a fabulous day, and thank you so much for watching.